All right, let's get right into it. Have you ever felt like your AI just hits a brick wall when you give it a really complex task? Well, if you have, this one's for you. We're about to break down a shockingly simple technique that can give your AI a genuine expert level upgrade. You gotta love that confidence, right? This quote just cuts straight to the heart of a frustration so many of us have felt. It's a really bold claim, but as you're about to see, it's backed up by an idea that is as powerful as it is simple. You know the feeling. We've all had that moment. You've got this big, important idea in your head, you write what feels like a perfectly clear prompt for your AI, and the result you get back is, well, let's just say it's underwhelming. It feels like the AI just completely missed the point.
And this right here, this is the perfect example. You ask for something serious, something professional, an integration for your business, and what does the AI give you? The digital version of duct tape and string. Yeah, it technically connects two things, but it's fragile, it's totally insecure, and it is definitely not something you'd ever want to run a real business on.
And of course, anyone who's a real expert in the field looks at this kind of output and just laughs. The common wisdom is that to get professional results, you either have to be an expert yourself or you have to spend hours, maybe even days, crafting this perfect 10-page prompt. But what if you're not a system architect? What if you're a founder, or you're in marketing, or you just don't know all that deep technical jargon? Does that mean the true power of AI is just locked away from you? It can definitely feel that way. And so we fall for the myth. The thing everybody tells you is that the problem is you. You just need to get better at prompt engineering. You've got to write a better prompt. But what if I told you that's not the real solution at all? So here it is. This is the turning point. Forget about crafting the perfect prompt. The secret isn't a better prompt, it's a better brain. You need to give your AI a specialized, expert brain to think with.
And check out how simple this actually is. Seriously. Step 1. You pick the absolute best book on a subject. You know, the one everyone calls the Bible of that field. Step 2. You run a process that breaks that book down into a structured, searchable knowledge base, like a private little Wikipedia. And finally, step 3. You just plug that knowledge base into your AI. That's it. You've basically just done a brain transplant.
And get this. You want to know what it costs to process a super dense expert level textbook into one of these custom AI brains? $1.50. $1.50. This isn't some crazy expensive enterprise solution. This is something literally anyone can do, like right now. Now, the fancy technical term for this is Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. But don't worry about the acronym. All it really means is that instead of the AI just guessing based on the entire internet, it now has a specific expert library that it has to reference for every single answer. And the change is, it's night and day. Your AI stops just making things up. It starts thinking like the author of that book. Every decision it makes, every piece of advice it gives, is now grounded in the principles and patterns from that expert source. The guesswork is gone. I absolutely love this quote because it makes the whole thing feel so real. You're not just using a tool anymore. You've gone from having a clever little assistant to having a world-class expert as your partner, guiding your project with literally decades of wisdom. So let's look at the practical difference here. Before, your AI is kind of like an electronic parrot. It just repeats what you tell it, but it doesn't really understand. It needs constant micromanagement. But after, it becomes an embodied expert. It gets the why behind your request. It holds itself to a professional standard, and it delivers solutions that are actually ready for the real world. And this is the real magic trick. You no longer have to spell out in your prompt that you want a secure, scalable, well-documented system. The AI knows. That's the new baseline, because its entire brain is built on a book that defines that high standard. And your prompts, they can go back to being simple and to the point. And please, don't think this is just for coding. This is a universal blueprint for, well, for anything. You can create an expert AI for marketing, for product design, for quality assurance, for any field that has a master who wrote the definitive book on their craft. Just look at this. It's like a plug-and-play menu for expertise. You need to write cleaner code, give your AI the clean code brain. You need to fix a complex, messy system, feed it the refactoring brain. Planning a huge product launch, equip it with the marketing management brain. Your bookshelf literally becomes a library of swappable expert brains for your AI. So really, the big takeaway is this. The bottleneck isn't the AI's capability anymore. And it's not your prompt writing skills either. The only limit now is the quality of the knowledge you give it. The limit is your library. So that leaves just one question, really. What book will you teach your AI first?